What is your boldest, hottest take of the NFL season? What's going on, football fans? It's Mitch here, back with another NFL reaction video. And in this video, I react to ESPN's First Take. Hot takes. That's right. Mina, Stephen A. Smith, and the crew give their hot take selection for MVP, sleeper team, and more. Grunt, spike the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more NFL reactions just like this. And let me know in the comments your favorite hot take for 2024. Let's get to it. Let's react. Let's see what Stephen A. picks for his hottest takes of 2024. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Let's go. Okay.
Some hot takes. This is news to me, but I'm here for all of it. What do you have for us this upcoming season? Because I cannot wait for football season and to talk about actual football and not
fix that tie, Stephen A.
Dak Prescott's contract. Who's going to win NFL MVP? That's the first one.
Molly, to sum it up.
Oh, we got a little music.
I love love. And by the way,
he loves love. He's stealing my catchphrase.
Love.
And a week from today, in Portuguese, we're going to be saying amore because they will be in Brazil beating the Philadelphia Eagles.
Woohoo! Yeah, they're going to be beating the Eagles. Probably, maybe. I don't know, but possibly. I hope so, because I'm probably going to be betting on the Packers. But regardless, Jordan Love as MVP. Hot take pick. I like it. I like it. He could go for like 35 touchdowns. And if he keeps that interception total pretty low, which I feel like is easier within the Packers offense because they're very run-oriented, play-action-oriented, balanced. So they're looking for big shots down the field. There's always available underneath targets in Matt LaFleur's scheme. I feel like it's very quarterback-friendly in that regard to throw for big strikes, highly efficient numbers, but also being kind of conservative on the turnover front. So I could see Jordan Love replicating an Aaron Rodgers type of 2019, 2021, 2020 type of season, right? That kind of range where Jordan Love could be in the MVP conversation depending on how the quarterbacks play. But if the Packers do reach like 12, 13 wins, this definitely could take place. Packers could do that with their greatest upside. It's possible.
I think Jordan Love is an absolute superstar. How he finished the season was incredible, and he's only going to get better. 18-1 in terms of touchdowns to interceptions. This team is young. It is.
That's what I mean. Touchdown interceptions, it's going to be there. And that's the stat that everybody talks about, especially when it came to the Aaron Rodgers MVP trophies. That's the reason he won them, because of that stat alone, and everybody on TV just replicating that stat over and over and over again. Jordan Love's a very lovable player. He's somebody that everybody is excited for. Now, if this does go wrong for him and he doesn't replicate that late season success from last year, there might be a lot of hate because he's the highest paid quarterback in the league. But if he's able to go out there and reach that potential and reach that contract status, we're going to be forced to kind of put him in that MVP elite conversation. So I like the pick.
Deep, he's athletic, he is smart, and I think outside of Patrick Mahomes, there's nobody else I'd rather start a team with than Jordan Love.
Well,
that's insane. I get it. Bro, we just forget Josh Allen exists. Joe Burrow exists. Lamar Jackson exists. CJ Stroud exists.
Mina, I need your reaction. Would you agree with that? Out of Patrick Mahomes, there's no other quarterback you'd want to start a team with?
Look at Mina. She's like, no. Well, to be fair, like, why? Why would you pick Jordan Love? Like, honestly, I love Jordan Love again. But bro, like, he's played like 10 good games. Let's slow down a little bit. Like a little bit. We got Josh Allen out here. We got CJ Stroud. If you want to go the younger approach, right? Like,
I mean, you got a preview of how I feel about Jordan Love in the last segment. I think he's fantastic. And people say, oh, it's just one half of one season. And let me tell you, if you watched him the entire season, you saw not only the development of him, but also those young receivers, the youngest skill group in the NFL.
Does anyone else just hear Chris Berman over this song?
Around him. Matt LaFleur figured out how to optimize that group. Jordan Love grew as a quarterback. I think the sky is the limit for him. So I actually love this take from Mike T.
It's a good take. Mina, can you give your take? Let's go, homegirl. Let's go.
You know, it's not a bad take from Mike T, Mr. CIA himself. He's pulled it off. I don't blame him for that.
I think Stephen A is going to pick Dak. That's my guess.
But I have to get on Mike T and Mina Kimes nevertheless. Ladies and
Maybe Aaron Rodgers. The bad man, Aaron Rodgers.
gentlemen, the last 8 games of the regular season, Jordan Love was fantastic, 6-2, completed like
How long is this song?
70% of his passes, 18 touchdowns, just 1 interception. He was phenomenal. But the Mina Kimes I know, that I watch on NFL Live, that I see on the podcast and all that, I mean, I need a greater sample size.
That's true. It's true. I do too. Okay. I do too. If we're going to say he goes over Josh Allen and these guys, I do too.
What she's usually saying about everybody else. Don't get me started about Mike T. And that's what he do. I mean, we just have to see it more. I mean, it's great the last half of the season, but we need more of a sample size. But suddenly here we are to be on national television. Fawning. I'm agreeing, but I get to do that. Those two is a different subject.
Are
you guys going to pick your MVPs, bro?
A good taste in our mouth. By the way, guys,
the way you said sample size that really
me feel
hit.
like Sunday mornings when I turn on Red Zone and I'm waiting for Scott Hansen or Andrew Siciliano and the music's playing in the background. All right.
Like, exactly.
Next one. You ready for it?
Let's go.
Okay. Oh, bless you. Who's your biggest sleeper / surprise team?
Is this only Tannenbaum picking this, or what is going on here?
Is Jim Harbaugh, Justin Herbert, and the
I guess. I didn't know
LA
that.
Chargers.
Oh,
we got
my God.
we got
Fire
two.
up, baby!
That's exactly right.
The Chargers. This is a miss. This is an L. This is a fat L, bro. The Chargers don't have the talent to be the sleeper team of 2024. I know that you love your Harbaugh and you love your Herbert, but let's examine. Go on to the depth chart and examine the roster. I love Josh Palmer. Big fantasy fan for him. Lad McConkey, interesting, intriguing. The running backs are rundown Ravens. The interior O-line is suspect. One of their better players is a rookie tackle. Most people don't even know who Will Disley is. The defense is still pretty bad. The Chargers are not a good sleeper pick. There are so many other good sleeper picks. So many other good sleeper picks.
We got Mina and Stephen A with the LA Connection. Here's why. Justin Herbert's going to be healthy. What has Jim Harbaugh done?
He's not healthy right now.
On USC San Diego, Stanford, 49ers, Michigan.
This is the NFL, bro. He needs a little bit of time to turn this thing around. He's barely added anything to his team other than one draft class and a couple lower tier free agents. He hasn't really reshaped this roster at all.
Offensive linemen, go out, get Joe Alt. They will run the ball. They will capture the line of scrimmage. And you know what that
Run the ball with the next Barry Sanders. Gus Edwards.
means?
I actually think J.K. Dobbins is going to be the guy, but still, he's like coming off an Achilles and an ACL.
Very healthy Justin Herbert with a good defense. And that's why around Thanksgiving,
A good defense.
when we're talking about surprise teams, a healthy Justin Herbert will be hugely different for this team. And they
Look at Mina. Look at her. That's a
will make the playoffs.
Okay, before Mina, okay, there we go. They're going to make the playoffs. Mina, why are you pouring cold water on this?
To anyone who believes this, I would challenge them to name Justin Herbert's number 1 wide receiver to me, the
Josh Palmer.
number 2 cornerback, the number 1
Good point. Like, their corners are bad. No, nobody really thinks about their corners, but their corners are bad. Sante Samuel Jr. is decent, but
defensive tackle. My point is, Mike,
Yeah, their D tackles are bad too.
this roster is a couple of years away. I love Herbert.
I like Morgan Fox.
I love Harbaugh. I thought it was a great hire. But when you go down the depth chart, this team is just too thin for
I agree.
me to feel
Joey Bosa is going to get hurt too.
good
Spoiler.
about them making the playoffs this year.
I think you got the right city. I think you got the wrong team.
Ooh.
Now, I know you would say, are the Rams a sleeper? But basically, we haven't been talking about teams with the Los Angeles. We haven't been talking about teams in the NFC. Yeah.
Okay, so at least we kind of got a Stephen A pick here, the Los Angeles Rams. I would have said that wouldn't have been a bad pick until they traded Ernest Jones. And then, like, you just think about all the things that are happening to the Rams right now. Their offensive line, like, in camp is beat up across the board. Like, they might not have Rob Havenstein in their first game. Jonah Jackson's injured. Stafford's been dealing with ailments all training camp long. The only guy that's really been healthy all training camp, I guess Kyron Williams, but also Cooper Kupp. Like, and then you got the Kyron Williams, is he going to return punts thing? Like, you're just putting one of your best players in a position to get injured potentially. Like, Puka Nakua's had some deals with some little nagging injuries as well. The O-line injuries, defense is putrid. Like, honestly, I just don't see it with the Rams at this point. I want to believe in Stafford and McVay, but Kupp's aging, Stafford's aging. I'm worried about them both going down at some point during the year, and that just totally turns the tide of this team completely. And I think they're going to have a bottom 5 defense. I just can't with them anymore. Like, I get the ceiling if their defense can somehow figure it out, but I just can't get there any longer.
In the NFC, when we talk about Super Bowl, we've mentioned San Francisco, Detroit, potentially Green Bay, obviously Philadelphia. The Los Angeles Rams.
Stephen A's right, though. Those are the teams that everybody is putting in that conversation, and rightfully so. I don't think anyone else deserves to be in that conversation. Not the Rams, not the Bears, Nick Wright, not the Seahawks, Mina, not the Cowboys, Skip.
Could win it. Matthew Stafford is a Super Bowl champion. Cooper Kupp is as well. Puka Nakua is an absolute stud. And Sean McVay is one of the best coaches in the business. I love Sean McVay. I'm just saying, Rams got a chance. Yeah. That's the sleeper to me.
That's a good answer, too. I also think the Indianapolis Colts.
If Anthony Richardson can stay healthy.
Yeah.
Too young.
That's a real
too young.
That's
Molly with the takes. What do you guys think of the Colts this year? From what I've read about Richardson, seen from Richardson, I'm just not there on them. And I still feel like they have too many holes on the back end of their defense. I'm not a Gus Bradley guy. I like the O-line. I like Shane Steichen. I think JT has a big year. I like what I've seen from Adonai Mitchell from the preseason. Josh Downs kind of banged up, but he should be okay. I feel like the potential is there, just like with Tennessee. But still, like, sleeper team to me has to be a team I feel confident is underrated and I feel confident can make the playoffs. My pick's been Seattle. You guys know that.
It's a sleeper.
Yeah.
I don't really view them like a sleeper team. I don't really view as a Super Bowl contender. Let's just put that out there.
Isn't that the definition of a sleeper?
I'm snoring.
Tennessee as well.
I'm snoring.
Oh,
I'm snoring.
really? You're snoring? Don't you have post nasal drip, or what's that other thing you have where you wear the breathing machine?
True.
Yeah, there you go.
would know. You would know. You would know. That's how you sound in the morning sometimes before you get on the air. You know how you can do it.
I actually, I really don't sound nasal.
Yeah, that's right. You always got the sniffle, Smiley, when you're walking into the office. Now, when you get in the chair, you're a pro. But before you get in that chair, you're always walking around sniffling and drinking tea or something.
Okay, and you're always cranky, and then the light comes on, and somehow magic happens. All right, you got another one? Hey, cheers. Cheers to the weekend, yeah. Okay. I got to get Stephen A on the matcha train, though. He's still drinking black tea, way more antioxidants. Mike T, this is a tough one, but you know we love to do it here on First Take. Your Super Bowl winner.
This one's easy. It's the Green Bay Packers, and Mina alluded to it.
The Packers, MVP, Super Bowl champs. I agree with him on this Packers thing. Like, if there is a hot take to win the Super Bowl, I think the Packers fall in that category. I definitely do, because they're not in the favorite category. So you have to put them in the just outside the favorite category. So I do certainly see the ceiling where they could win the NFC and win the Super Bowl. I agree with this take. I think this is a good take. It's a smart hot take. There's stupid hot takes and there's smart hot takes. And Mr. Mike here has a smart hot take.
Oh, you're like all in on this.
They are young and they are deep.
You're giving them the ring.
I thought I was high on the Packers.
Seriously.
When you start talking about Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson and Dontavia Wicks and Jaden Reed, and then you look at two really good tight ends in Tucker Kraft and Musgrave, and I think they got better at running back. The big question I had about their offense was offensive line. They drafted Jordan Morgan in the first round. They're going to start him at guard.
Bro, this song is long.
And then on the other side of the ball, Rashawn Gary came off ACL 2 years ago. I think he'll be much better with Lucas Van Ness. So to me, when you talk about a team that's going to be young to begin the
Guys just watching Bottom Line View, I think.
season, but get better as the season goes along, I like Detroit and Green Bay in the NFC Championship game and the NFC.
Woo! 2 NFC North teams in the championship game. I was actually contemplating that in my predictions. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of contemplating that.
North showdown. I like Green Bay winning
That was one of those shower thoughts. You know what I mean? I do a lot of thinking in there.
that game, and then I like love over Mahomes in New Orleans winning the Super Bowl.
Wait, what? Yeah.
Love
I
in
know.
the Super Bowl.
I know. Over Mahomes. Wow, that's a hot take.
Yeah.
Who wants
Over Mahomes. Is he saying that the Chiefs are going to be in the bowl?
to pick it up? Jaws have dropped. Mina, where are you on this? Feel free to give your Super Bowl
I'll
winner.
go
Way
first,
too
'cause
early.
Mina's finally giving a pick? Wow.
Oh, mine's boring. It's the Chiefs. But I want to address Mike's point. I love
Sure.
the Packers.
Mina's actually picking the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl? I honestly, does that not kind of count as a hot take? Because, like, they would be the first team ever to three-peat. So to me, that kind of is a hot take, although she's not really picking, I guess.
I love this offense. I think they're going to be a top 5 offense in the NFL. I think Jordan Love picks up right where he left off. I am buying everything. Somehow Matt LaFleur, when we talk about the coaches, best coaches in the NFL, gets slept on year after year. He's never won Coach of the Year, despite, I believe, having maybe the best winning record of any active coach. Harbaugh comes into the mix now. The only holdup I have, Mike, is I want to see this defense play in the new scheme. I really buy in on them as a super.
I sort of agree, but I am projecting that the Packers get much better on defense. I brought that point up very many times. Like, the reason I'm high on the Packers this year is because I feel like their defense will improve. Not just their offense, but their defense.
Super Bowl contender. I think
They have the talent. It comes down to putting those pieces in the right positions to succeed. I think that Halfley will do that, at least to a better degree. I'm a little bit concerned about young players playing important roles too early on their defense, and also the depth of their linebacker and safety positions, and even corner to a certain degree. But yeah, I do think they have enough talent, if there's a healthy roster there, to be like a top 15, maybe even top 12 defense, potentially.
I think it's possible, though, so I'm not roasting this take. I don't think it's crazy. I just kind of need to see it first.
Stephen A?
Ladies and gentlemen, I get where you're coming from, Mike T, with Green Bay. I understand. I mean, let's not forget Romeo, where art thou, Romeo Doubs. We understand that, all right? And Watson and these
so
brothers,
good.
they could play. And we saw what we saw from Jordan Love. I get it. And you picked up Josh Jacobs. But I'm not going with them. I'm going to pick a rematch, once again, a trilogy between the San Francisco 49ers
Amazing.
and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Bro, this is the best pick in the entire video. That would be so hype. Oh my goodness. But if the Niners lost again, that would be such a killer. Oh my goodness. But wouldn't that be so good?
Detroit is
Way to go out
knocking
on a limb.
again,
Boring.
but I'm gonna go with
That's bold. How many times has the Super Bowl repeated Like, I think it happened with Dallas and Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken. It has, and maybe Buffalo and Dallas, I think. But it hasn't replicated that many times. That would be so epic.
Me
I think
too.
this is their last.
Yeah.
God,
Molly, I think this is their last dance. I think this is their last dance.
You know the
I do think it's kind of weird how, like, nobody's picking the Niners this year. Like, they were kind of a popular pick last year, but it is kind of odd that they basically have the same team, if not they're better. And everybody's just not picking the Niners. And also, to a degree, the Chiefs are also in a bit of a last dance sort of deal as well with this core as well. It's the same take with the Chiefs as the Niners. Like, Kelsey might retire. Chris Jones is getting older, right? So to a certain degree, you know, it is a bit of a last dance for the Chiefs with this core of players. They're going to be relevant with Mahomes no matter what. But with Jones and Kelsey there at their high level of play, it is a bit of a last dance to go with that three-peat.
Godfather doesn't get better by the third one. Come on.
Steven, I got a question. Where's Trent Williams going to be a week from Monday?
On that
San Francisco.
field, that's stupid. They better take care. You got to protect Brock Purdy. You got to protect that man. They better take care of him.
I got to ask you guys a
on that
question.
field.
Huh?
Stephen A's pissed, bro. No, they're gonna get him.
Curious, Mina, both you and Mike T, because you're both genius football minds. How do you guys watch the games on Sundays? Do you have multiple TVs? Or are you just watching one game
What type of question?
and then watching film the next day?
Bro, Molly, what are we doing here?
So I've been doing the ESPN radio wraparound show.
Yeah.
So I have the ADD of trying to watch every game and
Yeah.
try to,
So
make.
you got all the screen, like a war room style.
Yeah,
Molly?
up in Bristol.
Mina, are you a red zone girl or how do you do it?
Is this like an ad, bro? Okay, we're gonna end it there. I have no idea what that was at the end. But anyways, that's it, guys. That was pretty entertaining, honestly. Like, I thought they were all gonna give their picks, but no, I guess not. I don't know why they're there then, but okay. Yeah, it was fun. Basically turned into a bit of a Packers segment, but yeah, that was interesting. So you guys let me know what you thought about the bold predictions by ESPN First Take. Gronk spiked the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. It's Mitch, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.